Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Project. In this module I want to talk about task types, and when you add resources to different task types, what is the impact of that resource addition. So on the screen I've got three simple tasks, and in the resource area I've got myself four work resources as people. I'm not going to allocate them just yet, but if I go back to my Gantt chart, now where you get task types, I've just made this a little bit bigger. If I double click into task A, the default task type is on the advanced tab, fixed units. Effort driven not selected. These are the other two that you've got, fixed duration and fixed work. So this is what I'm going to go through. Because I don't want to keep coming into this box all the time, I'm basically going to add these two columns to the Gantt chart table so you can see them. So I'll just cancel that off and then add those columns. So the first one is type. That'll be telling you that it's fixed units or not. Just widen that so you can see it. And the next one is going to be effort driven, which is another column, and by default it's set to no. Now for this I don't really need these columns in here. I'll just delete this column. Well, hide it. You don't delete the columns, do you? Hide the column. Just so this is the information I want to see. So all three are fixed units and they're not effort driven. That is the default setting, as I've said. In older versions of Project, that did not used to be the default setting. Fixed unit, yes, but this effort driven was on to selected yes. That was the default yes. So just be careful of that, because this is what's going to happen. So starting off with leaving it on fixed units, get myself a resource, add resource box on the screen. So there's my four resources. So for this first task, task A, when I assign Anne, nothing happens to the duration. That's my initial allocation. If I assign Ben, nothing happens to the duration. Assign Bill, nothing happens to the duration. So if I take those three off, that's the default. However, there might be a case where you assign Anne, that was your initial allocation, but as the project progresses, you decide that you need to throw more resources at it to hit the 1 day duration. Now at the minute, because that's on no, you've just seen that nothing will happen in terms of reducing that duration. However, if you change this effort driven to yes, when you add extra people, so not the initial, so I'll put Ben on and see what happens. We're looking at this duration field. If I assign Ben, it drives it down to half a day, because in this example 2 people can do the task quicker. Now if I take both of these off, remove, and put that back to 1 day, and then just start from scratch, so it's on yes now. So remember, let's change that back to 1 day. With that on yes, this is what's going to happen. If I allocate Anne and Ben and assign, nothing happens to the duration because that's my initial allocation, even though that is set to yes. If I added Anne first and then Ben, it would start driving the duration down, which is what's going to happen when I add Bill. If I assign Bill, it's starting to drive it down. If I add Tom, it's going to go down even more. So that's what happens when that's set to yes on a fixed unit task. Now if I come down onto task B and change the task type to fixed duration, again that's not on, it's switched off, so it's on no. What happens when I allocate Anne? Initial allocation, nothing happens to that duration. Don't worry about I'm being over allocated in this example. Add Ben, nothing happens. Bill, nothing happens. So it's a fixed duration, so the duration is set in stone. That's not going to change. Now if I take these 3 people off, remove, so what happens on this example, when I just widen that a bit, when I put this to yes, so this is now going to have effort driven. So again, I'll assign Anne, nothing happens to the duration. I'll assign Ben. Now previously on this one, if I do it like this with effort driven on, that's going to start driving the duration down. But because this is a fixed duration task, what's going to happen is it is not going to drive the duration down. It still stays on one day because you fixed that duration. So what is actually reducing? Now you can't see it here because we haven't got any costs, but if I go back to the resource sheet and just put some costs against these people, so if I just say they're all on £10 and then pull that down so everybody's on £10, and go back to the Gantt chart. So again, that's the first task it's jumped back to. If I click on task B, you can see what's happened there. It's dividing the cost between these two people. So if I remove Ben, click on him, remove, that cost is now £80 for Anne. She's the only one on this task. As soon as I assign Ben, that's what gets driven down, the actual hours worked. Now if I split the screen and showed you this split screen on this, you could see that. So just bear with us while I do that. Okay, on the view tab you've got details, you tick details, it splits the screen, and then you need to select the option you want. So for this I just want to show you it, resource usage, and then you can see that for this task, task B, 4 hours for Ben, 4 hours for Anne, and it's listed there as well. And you can see that's why on this one, when you click into this, that's why it's £40 because they're only doing 4 hours. But that's what changes when you add extra people with the effort driven tick on for a fixed duration task. So I'll just remove this split, go back to view, take that tick off, so it just drops it back to the full Gantt chart again. So that's the fixed unit, fixed duration. Last one, fixed work. If I select fixed work, when you click on fixed work, you didn't get the option to change this. This automatically flicked over to yes. That is the default setting for a fixed work contract. So, or task should I say, not contract, but it probably would be a contract. So you don't have the option of putting that to no. So that means if you allocate any extra resources to a fixed work task, it will drive the duration down. Now I haven't got the work column, so I need to just right click and insert the work column, insert column, type W for work, click on it. So that's giving the actual man hours for these tasks. So there you go, look, 8 hours for the 1 day task, but it's split between 2 people. Now what you're doing here with the fixed work, let's just move this across a bit, you're paying for a set number of hours. So for example, if I put this duration to 10 days and I want the fixed work to be 10 hours, so I'm paying for 10 hours work over 10 days basically. And if I assign Anne to that, it's just 13% of her availability. And if I do that split screen again, if view tab, details, resource usage, you'll see how it's been divvied up across that time frame. So she's only doing basically 1 hour per day on that task, even though the Gantt chart itself looks like it's a continuous task, i.e. 8 hours a day. That's why you have to sometimes work with split screens, so it's obvious that that is not a full day task. It's just 1 hour per day. So if I remove that screen, just remove that split, back to this. Okay, what happens with this type of task if I start allocating extra resources, which is not probably something you would do, but if this is an external contract, you wouldn't really be bothered. It wouldn't be Anne, it would be like plumbers or AMAC Limited, a company you've paid for 10 hours. You're not bothered whether they bring 100 people or one person, but you're just paying for 1 hour per day. But just to show you what does happen, because sometimes it gets a bit confusing, if I add another resource, because that is on yes, project is going to drive the duration down by default, and you have got no option of it, but you can intervene, and this is what I want to do. So if I assign Ben, see that, it's dropped that down to 1 day. Still 10 hours work, but 1.1 days, because 10 hours is dropping over into a second day. Now if I put that back to 10 days, not 110 days, 10 days, click away from that, 10 days, get it right. Okay, 10 days. What's happened here? So it's got Anne at 13% and Ben at 100%. So this sort of doesn't really make sense. what you need to do here, if you want to do it like this, is you need to split the screen again, and you need to divvy up the hours between the two people equally. Again, I'm going for the resource usage sheet. So you've got the task C we're on here, look, so he's doing 8 hours, 8.89, and she's doing the 1.11 that's left. So basically you can see that does add up to the 10 hours. However, it's probably not what you want to do. So instead of having this at 0.9, you could go, for example, 0.5 and then 0.5 on there, and then basically just pull that across, so it's 0.5 all the way across that week, and then do the same up there. So then you're basically sort of changing what the computer's done, but it makes more sense if they're just doing sort of half an hour each. So 0.5 on that one, and then you just click on, pull it over with a little black cross. So then they end up doing exactly the same time each. So now you've got 5 hours and 5 hours. And this little symbol that's coming up here is because I've messed about with the default work contour, what's called a work contour. And if I just double click on it, there's the work contour there, look, contoured. The default one is flat, but I've now messed about with it by typing in there, but that's okay, it's something you can do. These are just project management contours that you can use if you don't know exactly how the work effort is going to be on a longer project. So now if we go back, get rid of this split, click back on this task, we've got £50 each. Now it's still saying that Anne's using 13% of her effort and Ben's using 100%, but the cost is £50. If I split the screen again, let's see if it's kept the settings I want. Resource usage, half an hour. Yeah, I mean, if that percentage is irritating you, you can actually manually change that to 50% each. So I can type 50 in there and 50 in there. It's just the way the computer looks at it. It's not the end of the world. If you don't like it, you can just change it like that. Now when I physically did that, it reduced the duration again, so I've just put that back to 10 days. So now I've got it how I want it to look. 50% effort for both of them, the £50 cost for 10 hours, and then you've got the actual 0.5 of an hour for each of those on these tasks. So this one is obviously a bit more involved than the other two, but normally you would be doing this with external contractors. You might not be bothered with actually allocating an individual resource to that, and it would be more to do with that external supplier dictating how many men was needed for a task. They would pay for a job, so the money would be paid maybe as a fixed price, and then you just basically buying 10 hours. But if you did want to do it like I've done there, you can see how it works and the impact of it. So that's all I want to talk about in this little video: how to work with task types and what the impact is when you allocate resources to the different task types, and whether you've got effort driven on or off. So hopefully this video was of use to you. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.